Hey guys, what's going on? Branchen Brown here, physical therapist and wellness coach. Get your fixed physical therapy and get your fixed nutrition. CrossFit coach at CrossFit Majestic. Still talking about healthy snacks, and this kind of goes into a little bit of what I posted this weekend as far as just the making choices, taking things along with you as you're going places, and snack bars, protein bars, that sort of thing are common to take with you on when you're on the go. Whether it be at work, whether it be at sporting events, kids events, traveling, that sort of thing. The thing with these is a lot of them are marketed as being healthy, but when you start looking at labels and numbers on things, they aren't the greatest necessarily for you. When you look at a lot of them, there's a lot of, even if it's, quote unquote healthy types of sugars or naturally sweetened, that sort of thing, they can be really high carb. So some of them have more of a date base, which is awesome. Dates are amazing for a lot of different purposes, but their carb content and their sugar content is really high. And so if you're looking at controlling your carbs a little bit, especially more of those simple carbs, that's not something you want to be going for. The other thing too is a lot of these, their protein is really, really low on them. So a lot of these bars, you have a really high carbohydrates and really low proteins. And so they aren't necessarily an ideal snack bar for you to have, depending on what you're doing. If you're looking for something that's going to keep you fuller longer, you definitely want the things that have a little bit higher fat and a little bit higher protein content rather than those carbs, as once those simple carbs, simple sugars wear off, it can cause you to crash pretty quickly. So something to be aware of, something to think about as you're looking at these different bars. The other thing you want to be cautious of too is taking a look at the ingredients and seeing what's in them. Many of these have a lot of just additives that aren't necessarily necessary to be in there. Ultimately, you should be able to read the label, go by every single ingredient on there and create it yourself if you had the time, if you had the knowledge of what ratios needed to be in and that sort of thing. So really think about that when you are doing different or purchasing different items, different bars, and that sort of thing. I do have a document. It's a free document that I can put the link. I'll put the link here for if you do want to pick that up. It's just a Healthy Brands guide that has a lot of these different bars on there. There are some other ones that are not on the list that I've kind of have since found as some other options. Some that have shown up in stores a little bit more, and that I've really gotten into myself, rather than what's on that list, or as well as what's on that list. So, but what you really want to be looking at is, when you're looking at these bars, a decent protein content, a decent fat content, and not a crazy amount of carbs. Some of these, the carb levels is like 25 to 30 grams of carbs in them, which for a small little bar is not ideal. And then like 4 grams of protein, something really low. So look for something that's more than 10 grams of protein, usually between like 10 and 15 grams of fat. If you want a little bit more, that's perfectly fine. And carbs, like less than like 20. If you can keep it to 15 to 18, that'd be ideal. Even lower than that, awesome. But that would be my recommendation for you for what to look for when you're looking at these different ones. And really just making sure that all the ingredients are good, healthy ingredients for you that you can go to the store and purchase. So that's my 2 cents for you. I would love to hear any feedback, any comments that you have on this in regards to what I've had to say. And if you have any specific questions, feel free to reach out to me through Facebook Messenger. I'd be happy to have a conversation with you. So hope you're having an amazing Wednesday, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.